In this video, I'm going to share why I ditched my Apple AirPods for one of the most ridiculous name products on the market, and why you might as well. My name is Michael, and I'm an endurance athlete and videographer. On this channel, I'll be sharing my interest in ultra-endurance sports, technology, and natural health. My goal is to help you make more informed choices through my experiences, insights, tips, tricks, and reviews. With that said, let's get started. For as long as I can remember, I've enjoyed working out with music. It creates motivation when I have none and amplifies it when I do. It helps me process my thoughts without taking me out of the moment and allows me to tap into the elusive zone where everything feels effortless and right. Well, at least for a while. I've used everything from CD players to OG iPods, and neither are ideal. It didn't matter to me because music was really important. So now that we're in the future with hoverboards and flying cars, well, maybe not flying cars, and our term hoverboard may not be what we imagined, but that's okay. At least we have some decent wireless music options now. One of my more recent ways to listen to music is the iPhone and AirPods method. While this works pretty well, it has a few cons. You have to take a phone with you, which adds extra weight, and a pair of AirPods, which don't have the best battery life. I hate taking my phone with me when I'm running, paddling, or cycling because I am not at all interested in real-world intrusions. Exercising is my time. I like it that way. I used to have to wear a waist belt for the phone and take the AirPods case on the frequent occasion that they would die on me. My battery life continued to dwindle to less than 2 hours before needing to recharge. It's super frustrating because fumbling around with AirPods when your hands are sweaty is a great way to lose them, on top of just being annoying. My next big idea was ditching the phone using a cheap $20 Bluetooth-enabled MP3 player, just like the good old days, minus the Bluetooth. I could now lose the waist belt and clip this onto the back of a pair of shorts instead. This worked well for a while, but the issue of battery life still existed. Also, having two devices to manage among other annoyances of a cheap device. I've seen Aftershok's products for a couple of years now as they're pretty hard to miss. They work by bone conduction, which transmits sound through vibrations on the bones of the head and jaw. The headphones bypass the eardrum and relay sound directly to the inner ear. There's nothing that actually sits in your ear, which allows you to hear your surroundings. Now that's really important, especially for cycling and running, where you need to be fully alert but still want to listen to music. I'll be honest, I've been pretty skeptical about them. I wasn't sure if the audio quality would be any good, and they just seemed weird to me. I also didn't realize they made a model that is essentially their version of an MP3 player. And that's where the X-Trainers come in. Yes, that's really the name they went with. Aftershok's X-Trainers. Nice. The Aftershok's X-Trainers feature a design that includes internal storage of about 4 gigabytes, which is 1,200 songs, an 8-hour battery life, and an IP68 waterproof rating. That means they'll be able to be resistant to dust, dirt, sand, and handle a depth of 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes. Now, they're not without fault, as you may need to own your own music in order to use them, have no Bluetooth functionality, and you'll need an actual computer to transfer music. These may seem like deal breakers, but stay tuned because at the end of this video, I'll show you how I bypass all of this and listen to anything I want without owning it. When I decided to finally pick up a pair of these at the price of $149, I had pretty low expectations. I never really used anything bone conduction before, so I was concerned about the sound quality, doubtful on the battery life, and the long-term comfort. Having something that wraps around your ears when you're wearing sunglasses and a hat can be pretty troublesome. That being said, let's talk about comfort. To my surprise, they're actually quite comfortable. If you're exercising over 2 hours, then you may notice some ear fatigue at first, as they do wrap around your ears. The good news is that this does decrease the more you use them. And after a week of use, I noticed this was no longer an issue for me. Now, if this is something you're having, give it some more time and it will likely go away. I may be an exception, but I do feel the need to mention it. A design feature I really like is when you're done using them, you can just rest them around your neck and not be worried about losing them. unlike a normal set of earbuds. The physical feel of the device has held up without issue for me. They seem to have a silicone layer that resists damages really well. They come with a soft case for protection, which is a nice touch. I don't foresee having any durability issues. Now, I want things as simple and lightweight as possible, so the physical layout in addition to the weight of just over 1 ounce is stellar for me. Now, these are essentially a refined, futuristic version of an iPod Shuffle. The functionality is pretty basic, as there are only 3 buttons which allow typical playback options of song order, volume up and down, pause. However, you can create folders within the device and then navigate within them using a button combination. This does allow you to have more control over what you want to listen to and the ability to manage podcasts or keep a specific order within the device. I use them just like I would a shuffle because I'm not looking to fuss around with that kind of thing, but it's a really nice feature to have if you want that option. The issue here that drives me crazy in a lot of these devices is the shuffle algorithms. They're really terrible. I can't tell you how many times I've heard the same song in a session when I've had over 450 songs on it. It just doesn't seem likely to me. It'd be great to see this shuffle function also be based on beats per minute. That would at least add another layer of variety. All right, let's talk about sound quality. It's really important and it's actually quite good. Definitely better than a standard pair of AirPods. Don't expect an over-the-ear headphone quality and I think you'll be happy. I'm thrilled I can still be aware of my surroundings, which makes me safer, but also not give up on audio quality. Okay, none of this matters without good battery life, and I'm really impressed. I'll just plug them in when I'm transferring music or just randomly, and that's been good enough to keep them topped off. I feel confident that their 8-hour battery life is accurate, and I love that. I've heard some complaints from those who don't like the charger, and I honestly think it's fine and works really well. It's a much better option than the prong adapters that never seem to make the connection. I'm talking to you, Garmin. This has an enclosed case, which you just snap the device into to create that secure connection. The biggest annoyances here are remembering the right orientation and like the super short cord length. They literally give you a few inches, which I just feel kind of odd about. I don't mind, but it's something to know. Okay, a drawback of this model is the main issue of no Bluetooth capabilities. So you won't have the option to connect them to your phone, and that's a bummer. I like to see a future version that has this. I definitely pay more to never have to use AirPods again. The other models of Aftershokz do have the Bluetooth ability, but that would mean you have to buy another pair, which I'm really not interested in doing. Okay, if you actually want to listen to anything, you need to embrace 2005 and connect these to an actual computer. Crazy. So you can't do this on your phone, and I think this is where most people are gonna bow out. It's actually quite simple if you can get behind it. All you do is literally drag music onto the device, and that's it. These will accept just about every format of music. The main issue being you need to either own the music or use the method I'm about to show you. It's called Noteburner, and it's a program that will work with Spotify to allow you to download anything to your computer with either a free or paid account. Once you download and install Noteburner, it will automatically open Spotify for you. From here, all you do is drag and drop songs or playlists into it. You can continue adding as many choices as you like. The catch is the amount of time it takes to convert the music, which I time to be about 65 seconds per song. So it's not fast per se. I should note that when you're using Noteburner, you won't be able to actually listen to music in Spotify at that time. The best time to do this is when you can set it and forget it.
Slide it back.
And let me
I'll
say
bring
it
up
again.
the window.
And you set it and...
Okay, once you're finished with your selections, they'll be in the folder you selected for them to be in and can be simply dropped into the device after that. And that's it. It's pretty simple. The price of these are currently $149, which is about the same price as a new pair of AirPods. If you want to go for the streaming music route, the Noteburner software costs $14.95. In total, you're looking at about $165. If you're in the market for an all-in-one device that's simple, has good quality audio, comfortable, and allows you to still be aware of your surroundings, but not turned off by the old school nature of getting music on it, then these might do the trick for you. I left a link in the description if you're interested in picking up a pair of these or checking out the Note Burner software. And with that, thank you for watching, and don't forget to be excellent to each other. Thanks, and have a good one.